Hi there, I just want to have a quick chat about the East Coast mud crab and the Gulf. The season just gone and the one coming. So I've just got some key points here. What caused the increase in the price? And I think most people were surprised. We've had the highest catch rates since the quota was introduced back in 2021. There's some people who do own quota who are never going to lease it out, even though they have surplus, and that's because if they do that, they're helping their competitors, and that's business. So it's not going to change. And then most operators also have a bit of quota spare in their account. They're never going to use that, and that goes for any quoted managed fishery. There's no way in the world people are going to be able to use up all the quota. We're 90% the day I recorded this, and that's amazing. Fishermen, the other thing is that fishermen just can't take time off. When we started talking about quota, people were saying, oh, like it'll be good, fishermen won't use their they won't go fishing when the prices are low. It's not happening. Fishermen have to stay on the water. They have to keep those pots in, and it's all about cash flow and holding your ground. Fishermen understand all that. So there's just one other thing there is that there's been some discussion around about blaming people, including myself, about holding the quota back for to get the price up, and that could not. It's just it's absolutely ridiculous. I make my money in cents per kilo for every kilo I lease. We leased 120 tonne this year, and I'm motivated to get the quota out. I don't influence the prices whatsoever. Fishermen and suppliers influence prices. Anyway, so it's all about market forces as far as I can tell. Got a little graph here. These are the prices as we went through the season, just so that you can keep track of it. We kicked off around $2 to $2.10, and then dipped a little bit in August, and then hovered around $1.80 to $2 until April, when it started to rise, and it rose to $4.15. There were some cases where it was higher and lower, but they're exceptional circumstances. So those prices I'm giving you are just general prices. The situation at the moment here right now with stakeholders, we've got suppliers of quota who, after seeing what happened this year, have decided that they're going to wait until after Christmas before they lease their quota out. And I can understand that. If we have everyone do that, then fishermen will be paying a high price at the start of the year. And the problem with that is that if we don't have a good year, bearing in mind that this has been the best year, if we don't have a repeat, then a lot of people are going to get burnt and holding quota that's valueless at the end of the year. So conversely, there are other fishermen out there who are worried about access and pushing the price up as well, and they need to be very careful as well. So I think people just need to be a little bit careful, and the reason why is because no one's got a crystal ball. We don't know what the season's going to be like, and that's just quota. So it would seem to me that it's reasonable for fishermen to have a comfortable surplus if they can afford it now, but not to go all out and lease out large amounts up front. You see what happened with the Spanish mackerel there. There's people who paid $5 for like 5 tonne of Spanish mackerel at the start of the season, and then that was a government intervention there that caused the drop in the price. So yeah, just be careful about that, and also to the suppliers, just be a little bit careful about holding and putting all your eggs in one basket. You just got to more or less take it as it comes in my book. Then in the Gulf mud crab, not a lot of crab came in from the Gulf. Like their TAC so far is, or the percentage of the TAC so far was about 55% when I last looked. And we just want to hope and pray that the government doesn't want to reduce the TAC on that. So like representatives need to get their heads together to make sure that doesn't happen. The other thing that's caused, so apart from the big wet and the low prices, we've also had 3 months of road access closures to the Gulf, to the Currumbin, which hasn't been very good. Yeah, there's more in-depth information that I'm doing now on a regular basis. It's on my website. You can go and have a look at it. And we started up that deals page that you might be aware of by now. But other than that, thank you very much for listening.